You are listening to KYST 89.3 FM, The Bone, also heard on AM 1400, The Growler, and you are watching us simulcast on Local Access Channel 22. Oh man, it is time for South Tucson Youth Football. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is a lovely Thursday night. I've been waiting all Thursday for Thursday night. We got to change the words a little bit. I've been waiting 24 hours. I've been waiting less than 24 hours for the night of the day we are currently in is the song that leads us in. Mainly because we don't want to get sued. And it is Thursday evening in South Tucson. It's about 6:45 on the West Coast, which South Tucson is there in Pacific time. That's why I have to remember that every once in a while, that when I'm saying the time, I have to stay in character a little bit. And we got two games coming up for you. Big doubleheader in Week 6, which, of course, is rivalry week. So let's get things started right off the bat. We got, who else is joining me right now? I got Roll there, and I got Slip. So, two people who have verbs for names that I'm referring to them as. Say hello.
Look at the verb.
And a cat that's meowing into a mic.
So this is where the big cats meow.
Yes, this
Look
is
at
where
the adjective.
Meow.
Hey, if New Legacy's got the lockdown on the big dog, we got the big cat. Right, Al?
The wild cat.
The wild, oh god, no.
The big dog and the wild cat.
He is absolutely not wild. He is very tame.
Big dog and wild cat. Only on Wednesdays on Oh Man.
On Oh Man, the big dog and wild cat. Oh, jeez. Well, he's found his way up onto my office chair and is talking into the mic, and you can hear him purring and whatnot. Whatever, that's the South Tucson Studios for you. He is probably rabid.
Hey, how dare you talk to the mayor of South Tucson like that?
Maybe that's why we're kind of stuck with like the baseball law, the baseball ban intact, because the cat can't overturn it because he doesn't talk because he's a cat. You know what? I'm willing to go with it. Ever since the death of Ingmar Tisdale, we had to ban baseball. We had to keep baseball banned, and
Well, after the runoff election for the mayoral campaign, I mean, people saw Kitty Tiswell and just thought maybe it was a relative. No,
Well,
it was an actual cat.
the problem with the runoff election is that all the candidates actually ran off. Like, they just never stopped running. They didn't. We had a race, is how it worked, and they just never stopped running, and none of the candidates ever returned. And now they're officially banned from town because they've left for so long.
Great.
As is customary in South Tucson.
They've been annexed to West Tucson. No one.
They've been annexed to West. Yes, they have been annexed to West Tucson. Oh my God, that makes me happy. Yeah. So we've got a good doubleheader for you tonight. I'm gonna turn up Slip's volume just a little bit on my end in the Discord, and I love that I can like adjust individual volumes for Discord. That makes me
It's
so
so
happy.
good.
It's really nice because if I'm like, hey, Slip, you're low, I can just be like, yo, instead of you fiddling with your microphone, I'm gonna turn you up.
Yep.
So our second game will in fact be the Marmalade Shack taking on Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. Marmalade Shack, 4-1 team, not ranked though. They were one of the teams that did not make the rankings in Week 5. But again, you know, they're a win away possibly from getting into the rankings, especially with some of the ranked teams losing.
Oh,
in
really?
Week 6. Yes.
I haven't been kept up on Week 6.
That's all right. I haven't really been reporting much. I think just yesterday. Yesterday's scores, if you did not join us yesterday, the games we showed were the Wandering Lush falling to second to none Curry Shop by a score of 38-24. Neither of those teams were ranked. But we did have number 3 ranked, the Horse Pussy Saloon, with a big win over Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash 29-22.
Oh, wow.
But because Pawn Shop the Nazarene, who were ranked number 2 overall, lost, most likely the Horse Pussy Saloon will move up to number 2. Texas
That's a
Roadhouse.
huge loss.
Sorry.
That's a huge loss for Pawn Shop.
It is to Hacking Jeans, who are now 3-3. It was a big loss too, 30-13. The Horse Pussy Saloon will probably move up to number 2 because Texas Roadhouse still undefeated, 6-0 after a very tight win over Busted Rubber Auto and Tire Repair, 19-17 that final score. I'll go through who else is like. There were a couple other top 10 teams that lost, not a ton, but I'll get through as the game goes.
If you guys missed the top 10, you can check it out on YouTube IRMstream.
Yes, IRMstream on YouTube. And they're part of the highlights. You'll see them on the highlights, which
I'm actually paused on the top 10 right now.
Me too, because I don't have them memorized.
Well, I remember number 10 pretty easily.
Francois Creperie.
It's a team that's on the rise. Last year they didn't do so well. This year they look pretty good. A big win over Kebab.
I think they would be flatter than they have been, but no, they have been on the rise.
Well, that just means the
rise to the top.
I like that. I like that they should be flatter than you. That's an outstanding joke that I don't think got enough love.
Yeah. I think it's pretty crazy. We got Moist Adventures as high as we do. And
Moist Adventures actually will probably drop out because they lost to Hootenannies by a score of 30-28.
3-3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Hootenannies.
That's a big win for Hootenannies.
That is, and they're 4-2 and 2-1 in conference. They're maybe poised to make a run back up there. Anyway, we'll get back into that when the game starts because we've got our first game going on right now. Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store currently sitting at 3-2. They are 1-1 in conference, coming off a big win over Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse. They're taking on the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet, who are ranked 9th in all of South Tucson, coming off of a loss to Tremor's Pizza in Week 5. But they've got some quality wins on the schedule. Wins over CTE. Huge wins over CTE, wins over Hootenannies, and wins over Pablo's Roadside Tacos, their other loss in non-conference to the Horse Pussy Saloon.
To break a bit of the fourth wall, Brian actually I don't know if my vote counted, but he let me go over the top 10 with him.
Yes, absolutely bit. I did. And I did take into... I didn't do an actual points assignment, but I got several people's... I basically... What happens is I send it to a handful of folks. I send it to I still send it via email to Seth, a.k.a. National Storm Quad. I send it to Slip. Will, I sent it to RJ, aka Blinky. Roll, you're welcome to get it as well. Since any of the people who are regularly on this to kind of say, hey, who are your vote? Here are the best records. Who are your votes? And then basically they get RPI and strength of schedule and their schedules and stuff like that. And
Brian's statistic keeping is ridiculous on some of these things. It's awesome.
I based it on. So I did this with college basketball because I wanted to see if I could recreate the RPI calculations, and I just used it the same. So I've had this template for ever. I just why don't I use it for something stupid? So our opening game is Shoeless Jim's versus the Binging Texan. So again, while I do take your votes into consideration, I don't assign points to it. Maybe I should start, but I kind of look and see where because everyone's about the same, and I kind of just adjust and say, okay, this looks right. I think someone forgot.
Just looking at my top 10 to see what it is compared to how the actual top 10.
Yeah, someone entirely forgot Danish Lose, and I'm they got to be in there. So I can't go by that. I got to pop them up and drop everyone down. This and that.
Don't let Lou know that.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I don't remember who, and I don't want. I got punched in the stomach by him last night, and I was weird.
I had the top 3 right.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of had them as the top 3, which is good. It made it really easy. It was definitely a drop.
Creperie up way higher than they were.
Yeah, I think that the issue with Francois Creperie was maybe their strength of schedule. I got to remember that one. Let me pull them up. But let's go to our first game. Yeah, the strength of schedule is really killer. They're one of the worst strength of schedules.
Let's go to some Star Watch.
Star Watch brought to you by Star Watch, where the Star brothers, Randy and Jason Starr, watch Star Search. Watch old episodes of Star Search. That's right. These jokes are new to you. I just started that one last night. Watch old episodes of Star Watch. That's Star Watch, featuring the Star brothers. Star Watch, starring the Star brothers, Randy and Jason Starr. Watching Star Watch.
You guys don't know the Star brothers. That meant nothing to you, but
that's okay. Starting off with Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store. Their star, outside linebacker, Denmarkus, Finland. Of course, the man who's going to get a lot of the carries. That is running back Kyoto Coitusfish. And wide receiver putting on to Ritz. That's the take it to the limit joke. Kyoto Coitusfish, yes, it is a Tokyo sex wale or sex whale reference, and yes. I will not be ashamed of that.
That's totally fine.
On the other side of the football, that is the 3 star players of the team you guys know and love: the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet, running back Mo Better Blues, defensive end Bruce Make Sugar, and outside linebacker Gladiator Gemini. So no Lee Corso again. He says he's just doing more laps. I don't know what that means, and that should terrify me and everyone else. But who you guys like in this one, this opening one? We got Binging Texan. Both teams are 3-2, 1-1 in conference. Binging Texan have the toughest schedule in all of South Tucson currently. Shoeless Jim's about middle of the pack with that one. Binging Texan ranked 9th.
Here's the thing, though. Shoeless Jims beat out a team that gives a lot of people diabetes last week.
They did.
Can they do it twice in a row?
Well, in my top 10 ranking, I had the Binging Texan actually slotted at number 9, so they're right where I think they should be, and I think they're a team on the rise. I got Binging Texan.
Are they who you think they are is really what we're going to find out.
They are who I thought they would be that I thought when I thought they thought that I thought about them.
Nice. Well done.
Well, then we'll see if they can crown their
that was my best Dennis Green.
I like it. That was good. They are who you think they will be. They are who you think they will be when they aren't who you aren't what they are. Let's go down to the Muni.
Throw to the Muni, yes.
Yeah, let's go down to the Muni. You are looking live at a lot of X's in the end zone because diabetes is apparently a banned word. At Municipal Field, number 135 in downtown South Tucson for the first half of our doubleheader tonight on Thursday. It is the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet in the blue pants, red helmets, and white away jerseys. Kicking off left to right on your radio dial to Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store in red helmets and red home jerseys with white pants. Here on KYST 89.3 FM, The Bone.
The Bone.
There you go. I was like, we don't have RJ, so I gotta get somebody to do it. Also being heard on AM 1400, The Growler.
The Growler.
And of course, if you're watching this, it is local access channel number 22. Oh man.
Can we just say that kickoff return was by Sid Hemphill.
Hemphill. Climbing up on Sid Hemphill.
Nice. Also, I'm being told that those X's aren't censored words. So there's some Binging Texans fans came on the Muni earlier and actually desecrated the field.
Little prank.
It's rivalry week. Anything can
happen. Pranked them. Well, that's right. We don't have a I forgot. Of course it is rivalry week, so we have the a trophy. I've got to write it in so I don't forget it because I don't think this is one that's existed yet. It's Binging Texan and Shoeless Jims. Let me make sure there isn't one that already exists. Binging Texan, Shoeless Jims. There is not. Okay, I'm writing this down. Right. All right. It is for the filthy, very dirty, filthy ring apron that no one should walk on, which is a callback to last night's episode. It's a reference to the fact that I was actually in a wrestling ring a week or two ago, and
wipe your feet, man.
I actually learned that it is very important that you wipe your feet on the apron because the apron is filthy, and you don't want all that stuff in the ring when people are rolling around with like little clothes on.
Indeed.
So if you're getting a close-up look at a ring apron, it is filthy. So they're playing for the filthy, very dirty, filthy ring apron that no one should walk on. That is a prized trophy. I understand it is currently sitting on the sidelines of... let me find out who won it last year so I can actually say which sidelines it is on. Let's see, who did win the this? That's the nice thing is like this is the second season I can start saying things like who won this last year or last season. They may not have played last season. Okay.
I'm pretty sure the fans won.
Yeah, they have not played. Okay, so it's sitting on the sidelines of Shoeless Jims because they're the home team because that ring apron has not been awarded. This is the first time for this rivalry game. Rufus Canary 5-yard catch. I'm sorry?
It's fresh, quotation marks.
It's fresh, yes. The hardest and filthiest part of the ring. Yes, Sajoa Mo. It is the hardest and filthiest part of the ring. 2nd and 5, already moving downfield, down to the 25-yard line is the binging Texan. Nice handoff to Mo Better Blues. Up the middle for 15 yards. It's 1st and goal already.
That seems like their go-to for this first half.
A lot of Mo Better Blues.
Shoeless Jim was held to a 3-and-out to start off their first drive, and binging Texan has not been stopped.
Yes, thank you for catching that. I kind of missed all that by getting all the basic stuff out.
No, I got you.
Oh,
Speaking of basic stuff, how about some playbooks?
Yes, I don't know. Oh, okay, that's not really... I got excited when I saw that Twitch retweeted me, and then I realized it's some weird like Twitch account that has 80 followers.
Ah.
It's like just named Twitch.
Yeah.
No, when it's a Joey Ryan match, the hardest and filthiest part of the ring is the lollipop.
Yes. Like, let me put it this way. It means a lot more to me that you and Blake both retweeted me rather than this random person whose name happens to be Twitch.
I'm pretty sure the hardest and filthiest part of any ring that Joey Ryan's involved in is Joey Ryan.
He is the hardest and filthiest part. Oh, God. Oh! Alone, John Curtis sacked by Denmarkus Finland. You can't stop Scandinavia.
Doing a little post-World War II reenactment there when they were starting to get a little hot under the collar.
And oh no. Oh, he is hurt. Oh no. Oh, he is writhing around on the ground. They're going to kick a field goal. This is a problem. We're going to have to get a report back. The field goal, the kick is up. It bounces off the uprights and in. This is bad news for the binging Texan in a very important game for them.
Yeah, but think about it on the side of Shoeless Jim's, how Sweden it is.
God damn it. The good news is we just saw the injury report. It's some bruised ribs. He will return soon. Hopefully.
That was actually his order.
We made those jokes last night, and they're still funny. The concession stand was just
back.
Yeah, it was bruised ribs for a quarter, because the guy was out for 1 quarter. So it was bruised ribs for a quarter here in wherever game we were at. We called that during last night. Kyoto Coitusfish lost a 3 on that one. Gladiator Gemini with the tackle. That's what I like to see. I like to see
through 5 plays, Shoeless Jims has had 1 yard.
They have.
Well, the problem is that they're all doing running plays, but like half of the team has no feet.
Yeah, not a fucking.
Check your feet, man.
What made me so happy, there was someone, I forget who it was, and I don't want to out them for not getting the joke quicker. Oh my god, caught it and ran backwards, loss of 5, Kyoto Coitusfish. Shoeless Jims are going backwards. This is not good at all.
He opted for the screen pass, but unfortunately the screen was a paper door.
Yeah, the screen was closed.
Oh dear.
I watched a German Shepherd, bounce off a screen door once.
They're at -4 yards.
That's an impressively strong screen door then.
Yeah, well, he had to go up some stairs and turn sideways to do it, but you could hear him coming.
And White is sacked for a loss of 2. 4th and 20 by Bruce Make Sugar.
They're at -6 yards.
Amazing. And this is just stifling from the binging Texan. And, you know, I got to say, the binging Texan may not know the report on their quarterback. They may not know that he's going to come back. The defense may not know that he's going to come back soon. But, you know, they're just stepping it up, and they made some big defensive plays.
You have to know that Meg Sugar has the glucose to get through that line.
He certainly does. And that punt is going to dribble down, and it's down by Shoeless Jims at their own 46. So short field for the binging Texan.
Once again.
And let's see if we got... Is Curtis back under center? Well, he's not under center. He's in the shotgun position. But yes, he is. Hands it off to Mo Better Blues. Gets 3 to start. Let's talk about the playbooks of this. First, we haven't really seen much on offense from Shoeless Jims. So let's talk about the binging Texan. They are running the Alabama playbook.
Uh-oh.
Which might be a little timely. I did have to look to see if anyone has Clemson in this game. They do, but it's not a team in this conference.
I'm assuming that just judging it by the score, Shoeless Jims is running Ohio State.
They are actually running the run-balanced offense. Ohio State's actually Tremor's Pizza, which is in the same conference and the same division. But unfortunately, they are running the run-balanced. Oh, it's held it too long. John Curtis sacked
Again.
by Yusuf Tyree. What a name. That's a great name. Outstanding name by the game on that one.
Gave the defense all day on that. 4th 15.
And these are the types of sacks that the binging Texan do not want to see. They prefer the
after
burlap
quarterback
ones.
was already hurt.
Yes, those already bruised ribs, which of course are a featured item at the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet.
You get so many, though. That's the problem.
There's the punt, and
Just remember, on Fridays you can get beef crab legs for $12.99 a pound.
Beef crab legs?
Yes.
Ew, that's amazing.
That's beef spelled B-E-E-E-F.
There's the extra E is for egad. These are great. I had nothing.
-6 yards of defense.
The extra E is for extra beef. It's super like a meta as a joke.
That's your Coke Zero. Look what you did, half the fucking team.
Oh my god, did he just brain one of the players at the ball? That's awesome.
The beef is spelled B-E-E-F. The crab is spelled B-E-E-F.
Yes. And that's the end of the first quarter. 3-0, low-scoring game.
Through
Number
one
9
quarter,
team
Shoeless
in-
Jim's has -2 yards.
Yes, and one team has negative yardage, but they're going to try to fix that here. Starting things off from their own 20. Pitch play. Oh god, he's running in slow motion. And he gets a yard. Kyoto Coitus Fish.
He did it.
A 1-yard gain. He did it, Reddit.
Jesus. Did we make sure that they got their insulin before this match?
Ooh, maybe that's the problem.
Did we make sure that the entire team was kind of checked on, that everyone got tested for their blood sugar here?
Oh, there's a catch made for the first down and a flag on top of it. It is a face mask. What are you drinking, folks?
Oh, where did I put it? I put it somewhere.
I've got a can of compressed air, and I'm just popping this. I'm using the straw thing, and I'm just taking hits off that. Let me just 1 second here.
I am.
Oh, that's good.
Ah, here it is. Okay, I've melted down some Dr. Mario amiibos.
Ooh.
Got a whole bunch at our Walmart that I dropped in and said, give me the
Nice.
lot. Melt them all down, and yeah.
I got the newest drink from the Horse Pussy Saloon, Gunk Spunk.
Ew. Ew. I'm very glad you made a gunk reference, because that's going to become a little bit more relevant soon, in the sense that there might be gunk may now be an auto parts brand that happens to sponsor a race car.
Huh.
The number 8 gunk car. Driven by Jeff Gordon, the horse. That is a Nash's Torn Quad joke. That is a Seth joke, and I love him for it. He wanted to be like just some regular name, but then comma the horse.
The horse.
And it's like, why don't you just put Jeff Gordon the horse? Like, they think they signed Jeff Gordon, but nah, the hoof print on the contract should have given it away, huh?
That may be the best 2-yard catch I've ever seen from putting on the Ritz.
For real, but Ryan Gillette with a 10-yard catch. And
Just be careful
Texan.
Be careful with the Ritz guys. The Ritz family is pretty much a football legend family in this town. You got to watch out for actually someone coming out the pipe right now out of the Timbits football program, low sodium Ritz.
Oh, nice.
Face mask.
God damn it.
Defense.
Low sodium Ritz.
Low sodium Ritz. I like that name. That's a good name.
Automatic first.
If I could edit these teams easily without having to recreate them all again, I would totally have put that name in there.
Jesus Christ, that was murder.
It's these kids are getting brain damage. Curtis back to pass again. Oh, he slips as the defender, but gets sacked for a loss of 4. Jeff Gordon, the horse, plays for a certain saloon in South Tucson. I think he's more of the mascot of the saloon. They got a picture up. They got in the Horse Pussy Saloon. They got a picture of Jeff Gordon the horse. Also a picture of Jeff Gordon the person. That's
Jeff
actually
Gordon,
one of my
the accountant for Texas Roadhouse.
That was actually one of my favorites. So there was a humor magazine in my college that for about a year I wrote for, and one of my favorite tropes they would do in articles was if they discovered that there was a student who had the name of a famous person, they'd write an article about this person as if they were a famous person. And the gimmick was that this person also did this. So it was like Jeff Gordon, parentheses, College of Arts and Sciences 06 wins Daytona 500. And it was always funny to me. It was so funny to me every time. Like, the sad truth of going to Georgetown for the 4 years I went, the best basketball player we had was Mike Sweetney, and that's sad. So they, of course, wrote an article about a guy named Mike Sweeney and implied that he was the basketball player as well.
Who is a former first baseman for the Kansas City Royals.
Yes. God, what was the other? Oh God, like anytime we needed a name for a made-up quote, we always used the exact same name and just changed his school and graduation year. Tom Davenport, that was the name. I wrote an article about intramural NASCAR, and
nice.
I thought it was funny, and just the joke was just that like all these absurd like local like Georgetown themed sponsored cars, and I just loved it.
I don't mean to cut you off here,
Please.
but I just want to point out Mo Better Blues has, after this run, a whole lot of yards. He has 69 yards.
Have a nice game.
His team has 67 yards.
So you can figure it out. Eddie Dobzinski with the touchdown for 9 yards. He's not off the course.
Shoeless Jims has 4 yards.
And Dobzinski's gonna make captain.
Well, I think I found the problem here with Shoeless Jims. Their offense is hypoglycemic, and their offense is their defense, I should say, is hypoglycemic here.
Ah, okay, that would do it. So you're thinking maybe maybe the ones who got their insulin. There's some people who needed their insulin and they didn't. So the insulin went to the people who needed the outsulin.
God damn it!
And the outsulin went to the people who needed the insulin.
Go away.
Dobzinski not quite as great as Bobrovsky, well, of course, because that's the original joke, and I can't outdo the original Jay and Dan joke.
When you don't have any Russians, a Pole will do, okay?
Yeah, right. That worked in World War II, I guess.
Sure.
Or did it?
I don't think a lot worked out well for the Poles in World War.
No, it didn't at all. They needed the Russians in the end to help out.
To be fair, past a certain point, you could just say the Poles haven't fared too well, and just leave it at that.
True.
No, you're not wrong on that one. Shoeless. Candace wanted to point out that Shoeless Jim's coach is hypoglycemic and he doesn't talk.
I would say that she's right on the mark there.
For real. Well, 10-0, minute 35 to go, and Nugent for Shoeless Jim just cannot stay on his feet. Goodness, those 1200s were some good times, for real. And it looks like it's 3rd and 1. Punching. Oh, you gotta just go up the middle. Don't go side to side when it's 3rd and 1. Coitus fish brought down, but there's a flag, and they're gonna be saved by the face mask penalty. Everybody take a drink.
That's number 4.
Automatic first down.
I am not going to keep wasting air like that and spraying it.
Inside of her. Yeah.
But it
also,
is
not to correct you, but the player's name is Nougat. It's just spelled Nugent.
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 I don't mean to correct you, but it's actually spelled Nugget.
He is a little nugget.
It's just spelled.
That's what
Nugget.
the Bully Factory tells me, is that they do call him Nugget.
You do take the guy. You will take the guy a lot less, less seriously than you already do if you refer to him as Ted Nugget. But not the Reds with an 11-yard catch, first down for Shoeless Jim's. About time. This is where the offense.
8 pass plays, 8 run plays. This is a run-balanced offense, one might say.
It is, like, very literally. I don't know why Seth gave him that, but okay.
Well, they're finally starting to get a little bit going here.
They sure are. They're on the ball's on the binging Texan 33. 2nd and 10 after that incomplete pass.
It's got to be the orange
off
slices.
Coitus fish. He slips past the defender, gets 7 yards, and they'll use their first timeout. It's 3rd and 3. And they're just outside of field goal range, I'd say. Tracy McCarty with the tackle for binging Texan, handing off to Coitus fish up the middle. Gets a couple extra yards, a first down, gets 8 in total there. And they are now on the 19-yard line. And They're just about 5 or 6 yards out of field goal range, I'd say. Handing off to Coitus Fish again, up the middle. First down and then some, 15 yards, first and goal for Shoeless Gyms. They are making a big push to end this half.
Tucson is mostly sugar, some steroids.
Mostly sugar at this point. And Phillip White tries to rush it up the middle for the touchdown. He is stopped at the goal line, 4-yard gain. Second and goal from literally the other side of the goal line. Back to pass. Oh no, it's fumbled! It's picked up by the binging Texan, and they're off to the races.
You gotta be kidding me.
And there's a flag on the play. Let's see where that face. Oh, the face mask is going to be on the. Well, it's going to be on the binging. Sorry, it's going to be on Shoeless Gyms. Ross McNair. So in addition to the fumble recovery, they're now going to start from the 40. Heartbreak.
Wow.
For Shoeless Gyms when it's just not going your way.
Just the energy sucked out of them.
And there's a lot of sad fans that are just looking shocked. There's someone with a very clever sign that says binging Texans can't diabetes. Which is actually pretty clever for the standards of South Tucson. Taking a... Oh, God, takes a slide. May have taken a leg to the face, did Curtis, but he's good. He's back up. That kid takes a couple kicks to the face in practice every day. But there's just some shocked looks after that. Should have looked for Hunter Renfro. Yeah, right?
Yikes.
I love... Deadspin posted an article of just... Basically, hey, it's basically an article that just said, hey, let's watch a bunch of Alabama bars watch the react to the Clemson touchdown.
Another fumble.
Oh my gosh, is it loose again? It's picked up by Shoeless Gyms, but it's gonna end the first half. So that will do it. Another fumble. It's 10-0. It should have been 10-7 to be fair. The binging Texan, 9th in all South Tucson, with the lead.
Pretty dominant, I'd say.
Yeah, the score is a bit generous for Shoeless Gyms in that one. Anyway, this half brought to you by Nissan. Be sure to test drive the all-new Laugh Finder. It comfortably seats 8. Uncomfortably says racist things in front of your parents. And of course, Nissan, get in the car. And of course, South Tucson would not be possible if it weren't for some of our local sponsors. Local sponsors such as... Everyone is Hilarious School of Improv. Hey guys, you ever feel like you're the funniest person of your friends? No?
Yeah.
Do you think that though?
Of course.
Okay, well, you clearly are. Because everyone's hilarious at improv school. Show up and take your shirt off. Who cares if you're not agreeing with the scene? What? Someone's on a spaceship? No, we're at the bottom of the ocean! And I'm taking my shirt off anyway. Be sure to find the class with maybe 2 girls in it, and you can clearly assume that one of them wants to go out with you. And then, of course, in all your scenes, they can be your girlfriend in a scene, despite the fact that they don't have to be. They can just, you don't have to be a couple in a scene every fucking time. God. Be sure to also make sure you can find one token ethnicity in your class, because it's essential to have one in your improv troupe, which you will undoubtedly share and be a part of with your class, because why branch out and do improv with anyone else? You're stuck in that class forever and in that troupe forever. And then you can bug all your friends on Facebook by telling them to come to your crappy shows where you have to set up the chairs yourself. Everyone is Hilarious Improv School. It's cardio kind of too.
Where everything is made up, except for the restraining orders.
Yeah, where everything is made up and the classes really don't matter. Like, please, they don't.
And college accreditation doesn't matter.
Yes.
Hey, yo, Goins!
Hey, yo, Goins!
Hey, yo, Goins!
There was some dude whose last name was Cummings on another team, and it had another name like that, and I was like, I love it. He should be paired with A.O. Goins. And I can't remember what the name was.
Never know if they're Cummins or Goins.
Cummins or Goins. Well, Bidge and Texan are going to take things over. They are already on the 50-yard line. Curtis going to air it out. Oh, incomplete. He had a receiver wide open. It's 4th and 10, and the punt unit coming out. If you think Aziz Ansari and Gabriel Iglesias are funny, you two could be a graduate of Everyone is Hilarious. See, I feel like there's a problem there because you can think both of them are funny, but then I'm really questioning which side of taste you're on.
You know, I think that the binging Texan may be overdosed on tryptophan.
Oh no!
Only problem is I
that
don't
would be a
think
problem.
any of them ate turkey.
It's a very big problem because, you know, there is that, they get that halftime team talk, and they also get that halftime meat talk.
Go on.
They give him the sack, essentially.
Yeah, basically. They were told that they need to get more sacks, and to answer that, they brought in several burlap sacks, of which they feasted on raw, slightly cooked meat. It was basically cooked in the sense that someone breathed on it with hot air, and that kind of cooked it.
Hey, if that kills the germs, it's good for me.
I mean, it replaces the germs with mouth breath germs, which is a little different.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
And it looks like
with a catch for 1 yard.
It looks like Shoeless Jims is starting to turn the tide just a little bit. Just minute by minute, they've kept holding on.
Big hit there from binging Texan that you guys have already seen by the time you're hearing this.
That's fine. But yeah, Shoeless Jims, you know, turning the tide. You know, I guess when you don't have feet, you kind of have to use a hover around and just kind of do those 360 kind of turns.
I mean, this is a team of 12-year-old Oscar Pistoriuses, so
it
you
really
never know.
is. And at least a handful of them are probably going to go out the same way.
Crying in a
Courtroom.
bathroom after killing their girlfriend?
Well, I was going to say crying in a courtroom, but you know, that works too.
Oh. Yikes.
Yikes. Ugh.
Yum.
That is one of my favorite, like, Simpsons running gags, is just the, like, the yank on the collar.
Yeah.
It's just such a great thing they do.
Be uncomfortable.
Oh, God. Well, Shoeless Jim's looking to finally put some points on the board halfway through the third quarter. They are already on the binging Texan 12. And
Red
that's
zone
a sack
alert.
for Philip White. It's for a loss of 5 by Colin Jefferson. And he's moving
wouldn't-
on up the stat sheet.
You wouldn't believe it, but Shoeless Jims has been in the red zone twice before this time.
Well, the one time was right
Well-
before the half, and they fumbled it on the goal line. I don't recall the first time.
No, Brian. A diabetic in the red zone means something completely different.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
Gotta lie down. Gotta really just give them water and hope.
But that's a touchdown. Jelani Easley, which I think the binging Texan would mistake for being some sort of strange foreign food that's on the dessert bar.
Definitely something from Jamaica.
Yeah, Jelani Easley.
Gelato Easley?
Exactly, Gelato Easley. And Shoeless Jims are on the board. It is 10-6. Extra point coming. And it's good, 10-7. You know, it's an interesting strategy by Shoeless Jims to field a team of entirely diabetic children. But it seems to be not doing the worst for them. They're only down by a field goal to the 9th-ranked team in all of South Tucson. Mo Better Blues on return duty, 21 yards. Let's take a look at the offense, a.k.a. look what you did, you little jerks. And looks a little bit better. Shoeless Jims, 100 yards of total offense to 124 for the binging Texans. So a little bit more evenly matched after that just abysmal first quarter. What was it, -2?
-4.
Yeah,
-4 in the first quarter.
And Mo Better Blues is off to the races.
I want to point out how apt that half the sponsorship for Look What You Did, You Little Jerk is brought to you by Coke Zero, the 0-calorie soda.
Yes.
No carbs in that.
No
Brought to you by
carbs, no
Coke
sugars,
Zero.
no fun.
Brought to you by Coke Zero, the soda for zeros. And 1 yard rush by Mo Better Blues, stopped basically right after the line of scrimmage.
I can
that's not
almost
looking good, but-
imagine.
Oh God!
the,
Did someone just step on his face?
Oh,
Wait till they showed him lying on the ground. I was worried that he was injured. But he might be now after someone stepped on his face.
Gotta finish your tackles.
Yeah, I guess that's how you finish your Jesus Christ. By a child stepping on another child's face. Okay then.
Finishing tackles.
He didn't
Curtis.
step on his face. He just kicked the under part of his face mask and knocked his neck out of place.
Yeah, right. I never knew you could dislocate your own neck, but here we are. And
In
that's an
South
incomplete
Tucson,
pass.
anything is possible.
For real. Binging Texan, 3rd and 9. Curtis under center. Dumps it off to Better Blues for the first down and then some. Oh, sorry, it's Stephon Edmonds. I didn't see the number on the back. Stephon Edmonds with the catch.
Well,
Ran out-
I say anything is possible in South Tucson. Making your parents proud of you, that's impossible.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, hopefully we get a word on it. I hope Mo Better Blues is just fatigued and was sitting out.
It's definitely just a fatigue thing.
They pulled him back because they figured out that he actually didn't go through his entire sack.
Okay, well there you go, and incomplete. Curtis able to just move his hand forward as he's being tackled, so that's not going to be a fumble. But he is brought down. He's taken a lot of hits by the Shoeless Gym defense. And, Curtis throwing it, could not hang on to it. It's 3rd and 10.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
From the 31-yard line. And we are in 4-down territory if it comes to this.
Absolutely. Looking for Stephon Edmonds again, it looked like.
Airing it out! Ayo Goings in the end zone, no one around him. Touchdown,
Ayo.
Binging Texan. Wait till you see this play. No one was around Goings. He was all alone in the end zone.
Goins, gone. Just
And
like any chance for Shoeless
Texan open up
Gyms.
this lead again.
Hey, yo.
The extra point attempt is good.
And
That may be
Ayo,
my
let's
favorite
Goings.
first name in the entire league.
Right.
Hey, yo.
He may be the favorite player of every Binging Texan parent,
Returns the kick.
keeping this game from getting a little embarrassing.
Definitely making it a 2-possession game is a big
Yes,
deal.
and Ayo Goings, of course, the Goings family. Damn, it's the Joe Mo got it to me already. I was gonna say, his parents both work in market research. They do a lot of focus groups, mostly do a lot of surveys.
Oh.
So Ayo, naturally.
Of course.
The DB apparently thought Goins was gonna catch it at the back of the end zone. Yeah, he totally missed it on that one. Totally bought for the back of the end zone and he stopped short and got the catch.
And that definitely seems to have fired up this defense. Same good with the tackle in the backfield.
And that's Coitus Fish, loss of 3 again. Colin Jefferson, another tackle, one of the unsung heroes of the Binging Texan defense.
Colin
Oh, and he's
Jefferson, the
eating up.
illegitimate great grandson of former President Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, with one of his concubines, I believe.
Nope.
And he's
No?
No.
Okay then.
well, no matter where he came from, he's eating it up. He loves prime time in South Tucson.
He sure does.
And prime rib.
And prime rib.
Punt is taken off the bounce. Ryan Gillette, 13 yards, gets over the 50.
Well, you
We're
know the
seeing
saying
John
in
Curtis
South
take
Tucson.
some heavy hits in this game. This is a nice montage of Curtis just getting creamed 3 different times.
Curtis
Just wait, you'll
creamed
see
corn.
it. You'll see it.
Oh, I've seen the video of Curtis's mom getting. Oh, you meant the
Ew,
son.
wait a minute.
I didn't know. I didn't know you got trained at the Bully Factory.
Right?
That was harsh, dude.
That's not okay.
Yusuf Tyree, 3 sacks tonight.
Great name and a great stat line, my God.
No, that's how many he ate.
Oh,
It's just
These
weird
are
because he's
important stats.
diabetic.
You could enjoy a no sugar added sack, but they'll call you a pussy.
they will. Like it comes with free ridicule.
But they actually fuck with you, and the sack is actually made out of sugar.
Oh yeah, when you're not looking, they stir a bunch of sugar. they give you the extra sugar binge sauce. They get you the sweet binge sauce.
To be fair, it's not the sugar that gets you with the binging Texan, it's the salt.
Fair.
Keep in mind, every trip to the Binging Texan Buffet comes with a free 96-ounce fountain drink, or if you're on a diet, a 95-ounce fountain drink.
It's very considerate. I'm glad that South Tucson has taken smaller portions into account.
Well, you know, it's all about responsible eating.
You are responsible for eating the entire thing.
Exactly. 4th and 4, binging Texan about to punt. 4:35 left to go in this game, and this could be a pivotal moment for Shoeless Gyms. They actually let it go back in the end zone. That was a just barely got into the end zone, so that was a very brave call there by the return man. Return kid, I guess.
I don't think he was actually planning on letting it go into the end zone. I just think he misplayed the ball.
Well, his hose for his insulin pack actually got disconnected.
Oh,
He's a type 1, you see.
I think he has glaucoma, or whichever one affects the eyes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Poor kid can't see, can barely muster the energy, but he still plays because his parents force him to.
Well, you know, his parents have to bet on every single game, otherwise they lose the house. Well, I say house. It's a Nissan Pathfinder.
Comfortably seats 8.
Uncomfortably seats a family full of people that need money for child support.
Jesus.
How come every time I join one of these streams, it gets dark?
It's
think
just slipping into darkness, yes.
I think I'm a horrible person.
That's fine. Welcome.
I think the first one I did, we had a thing about a barn burning down and the big diddle being inside the barn as it burned down and him being immolated alive. I'm pretty sure that was the very first stream I was a part of for South Tucson Youth Football.
Sounds about right. Whoa, putting on the Ritz, catches a deflection. Man, that could have been absolutely painful for Shoeless Gyms, but they pluck it out of midair with putting on the Ritz.
He's definitely trying to keep this team alive.
Oh, he's cheesing it. Definitely thinking nothing's toppable. What the hell is Joe Suggs thinking? Catches the ball, it's fine.
And he's
he
thinking,
turns out.
I don't know what the hell he's thinking. Any opportunity to get that line out, I have to. Kyoto Quartersfish, 2-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Shoeless Gyms, 3:04, and the clock is still ticking. They got to get in the end zone on this possession.
It's a hell of a time to do a Kebab Barker's impression of getting first downs exactly on the mark.
Yeah, something's got to give here. Shoeless Gyms is just not moving the ball down the field fast enough.
Yeah, and that's surprising. They had such a strong start to the season. Maybe it just wasn't turning out for them. They lost 2 in a row in weeks 3 and 4 to CTE and the Creamy Surprise. Both very good teams in their own right.
Both of them in the top 10.
I was say both ranked teams, so this will be another loss to a ranked team.
Yeah,
and I mean, these are tough games.
But I mean, it's rivalry week. You have to have these games.
You got to win some of these, yeah. Oh, Kansas putting on the wrist. That kid is trying so hard to look like Gary Cooper. Outstanding.
Oh my God!
What a catch, by the way.
It's Joe Suggs, the goat becoming good, not the black sheep anymore. 45
possibly
yards.
trying to become GOAT.
I mean, Shoeless Gyms does not look like they want that filthy, extra dirty, filthy ring apron that no one should walk on.
That's true. I mean, that's good. We shouldn't walk on a trophy anyway, which is convenient. But 2nd and goal, Kyoto Quartersfish. After all the loss of yardage, only able to amount to 47 yards off of 17 carries in this game. It's been a rough time for Kyoto Quartersfish. They're going to hand off to Daryl Fuller, the backup, 3 yards. 3rd and goal for Shoeless Gyms. inside. Well, they're on the 3-yard line at this point.
Almost in field goal range.
Might want to get a couple more yards.
And I don't know who that was going to. That was way out the back of the end zone. That was a panic throw. 4th and goal. They're absolutely going for it, as they should. Minute 45 to go. Down by 10. And they're in for the touchdown. Quentin Vincent, the fullback.
Well, all 3 timeouts. Defense has kind of been like a sieve all game long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but can they stop the binging Texan one last time?
They can't. I have not seen them stop Mo Better Blues all game long.
That's the problem.
You're not wrong, and I think Shoeless Gyms, maybe they just need to get fired up by the fact that the binging Texan defaced their end zones.
Yep.
They went for the onside kick. Binging
X's
Texan
on it.
falls on it.
I mean, that's the best play they had because stopping them on defense, I don't think pinning them deep is really going to matter much.
No, not at all. And I mean, they had to try to go for the onside kick with minute 43 to go. Binging Texan now starting from the Shoeless Gyms 46. It is a 3-point game. Can they close this one out? They need at least a first down. They're going to give it to Mo Better Blues, who's going to start out by getting 5 yards and force the first timeout.
Not a surprise there.
Not at all. I would agree with you on that one. I think just a first down should do it. Unnecessary leap out of the backfield for Mo Better Blues. Guess he leapt over the invisible tackler or the ghost, and they get a yard of that one. Another timeout taken by Jims.
That's a taunting penalty right there.
Third
I don't care
and
what these refs
4.
say.
Yeah, right.
Can't do that in a game like this. We have standards, damn it.
And they're going to hang on to it this time. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, it's dropped. I don't know what you were doing.
That's a terrible call.
Why did you not just run it up the middle? 4th and 4, and they're going for it.
Oh.
I mean, they are too close to punt.
I mean, in this league, not really.
Yeah, right?
But it's
pass is
rivalry.
caught by Rufus Canary for the first down, and Shoeless Gyms call their final timeout, 1:27. I mean, the
That's
game's
it.
got to be over at this point.
That's it. It's over.
They're going to hand it off to Mo Better Blues. He's going to run it up to the left side, 4 yards. I mean, they're just going to let the clock run out at this
is
point.
going to run off. Yep.
Yep, they certainly are. Look at that. Down to 52
Binging
seconds.
Texan.
What a game. It was a close one. It was
It's weird because this one was definitely a lot further away than the scoreline.
and a flag
Mo
on the
Better
play.
Blues was the best player on this field by far.
Oh, Mo Better Blues, I think, will be your player of the game in this one. Credit to Curtis, the quarterback for the Binging Texans, after taking a couple big hits, going out for a possession.
Yeah, and an unnecessary face mask there.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little chippy. Just get him off the field, coaches.
I mean, Mikhail
That's
Kane
smart. They'll
really
kneel it out
wanted-
right there.
Mikhail Kane wanted that ring apron, but he, like the rest of his teammates, will go wanting.
Well, the filthy, very dirty, filthy ring apron that no one should walk on. We'll go to the Binging Texan, and they're going to kneel it out again. I think after that penalty, they kind of realized, let's just take it back to the locker room. No need to do anything more. You know, it was a potential banana skin game, as they tend to call it in England, a banana peel game, where like this could have been one where Binging Texan just slips up, but they held on to their lead. John Curtis gets the player of the game. I disagree with that. I think it goes to Mo Better Blues.
Oh, Mo Better Blues.
We'll see the
definitely.
stat line in just a second. But that is
I mean-
the end of the first game. The Binging Texan, 9th ranked team in all of South Tucson.
I mean, and looking ahead for Binging Texan, they got a lot of kind of middle of the road teams there. They could run the table and make a lot of noise come bowel season.
They do. The Gluttony League is a pretty strong league. I think all the tough teams in the Gluttony League may have their they may have their toughest games behind them, but we'll see. The Binging Texan, they're going to start going
shaping
to
up. Sorry, it's definitely shaping up to be a superb owl season.
Yep. They're 4-2, 2-1 in conference play.
that they are, and most important thing is they go into that final stretch of 4 games that are all interdivisional games, divisional games. So there'll be a lot of jockeying for position in the. I'm gonna look at the stats right now just to see what Mo Better Blues did. So I will contest that I think
He
Mo Better
definitely
Blues.
had a 100-yard rushing game.
Okay, so John Curtis had 13 for 21, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, throwing. Mo Better Blues, 106 yards, no touchdowns. Caught for -2.
Probably the no touchdown things hurt him, but he was definitely just had the biggest impact on that game.
I would have to agree on that one. Binging Texan got a game against Del Grango's Discount Seafood away from home in week 7.
Yep.
Shoeless Gyms have Pablo's Roadside Tacos in week 7. They have a home game against them. They're dropped to 3-3. Binging Texan up to 4-2, 2-1 in conference. And we're going to go ahead and get started with our next game coming out of the BSB, the Big Small Business Conference. It is a bit of a surprise team, 4-1, the Marmalade Shack. Where are they? There they are. Taking on Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. Both teams having pretty solid seasons at the halfway point. Marmalade Shack 4-1, 2-0 in conference. Big wins over Rancho Robusto Plus-Sized Warehouse and Casa de Gordoso Hourly Motel. To be fair, those are probably two of the weaker teams in the conference. Both are 0-6 and 1-5 respectively. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm 3-2, 2-0 in conference. Both teams undefeated in conference right now. And Burns and Crackle coming off wins against Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items, and the Mulch Hut. Both those games were at home. Marmalade Shack winning both those games on the road. Their only loss in the whole season was the Hootenannies, so that's not a bad loss at all. But unfortunately, they're going to have to run the table. The BSB is not a strong conference this year. There are 3 teams that either have only 1 win or no wins currently that I'm looking at. I mean, it's a weak conference, unfortunately. They're going to have to really do some strong impressing. I'll take it back. There are 3 teams that are 1-5 in the BSB. There's 1 team that's 0-6. So
Yeah,
they're not very good.
The team that's benefiting the most from the losses from teams like Pawn Shop of the Nazarene and who else lost? Horse Pussy Saloon lost.
The Danish Lose lost?
Danish Lose, yeah. The team that's benefiting the most, by the end of the year, if you have 1 or 2 losses, you're going to be in contention.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all these 0-6, 1-5 teams. It's a curse of the Browns, not the team. It's
I mean, you have to play who you're scheduled.
It's what the doctors call this series of cramps that kids have been getting in and out of South Tucson. Curse of the Browns.
I like it. Well, let's go ahead and let you know that they are, of course, it's a rivalry game because it's rivalry week, and they are playing for a very big a very important trophy. The trophy in the game for the Marmalade Shack taking on Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. They are playing for the Waffle Iron of Prophecy, found at a local garage sale for $4.99. Thank you to Candace for that one. She sent that one in. That was outstanding. I had to use it. I realized that I wrote it in for this game, and I did not set up this game to be the first one. That's why I had to wait a little bit. But there you go. The Waffle Iron of Prophecy, found at a local garage sale for $4.99.
Good discount.
That's kind of a dick. By the way, if you're ever doing a garage sale and you're charging $4.99, you're charging number 99. You're a dick. Just don't put like change on your thing. Just make it an even dollar amount.
I'll pay $5.
I'll give you the 5 until you keep it. All right, let's talk about our Star Watch, brought to you by Wall to Wall Salve. Don't be a salve, not be a salve. If you're looking for an ointment or cream, better call Salve. Starting off with the Marmalade Shack. One kid missed the Better Call Salve line.
Yes.
Always gets me. Wall to Wall Salve is going to be one of the NASCAR sponsors too, so I can't wait to make that car. One player, one of the kids missed picture day. For the Marmalade Shack, that is their tight end, Crispy Mathers. But who you do see in the center there is quarterback Jimmy Dean's Sausage.
Sausage, my favorite.
Jimmy Dean's Sausage. And, of course, one of my favorite names, their star player on the left, outside linebacker, Miracle Juggernaut. Oh God, where was the one? Oh, there's one that I just love that I haven't. I don't think we've actually ever shown it. Oh, there was one that when I said it, it made me laugh so hard. Oh, Shifty Lose Arcade, because they're terrible this year. That's why I haven't shown them. They have their star player is linebacker Harmonious Screams. And I remember, like, when I was thinking of these names, I had some of them, like, I would come up with them at work, and I'd say to myself, I'd call a play in my head, like, what a huge sack by Harmonious Screams, and it made me laugh like no fucking other. And I love it, though.
Oh my god.
Harmonious Screams also describes their season so far.
Yeah, right? Oh, God. Why have I never... Oh, shit! I just saw a name and I was like, why have I never done that one? And I'm like, this is because we don't ever release... This might be the first time we're seeing Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. This is exciting. Let's hope they all made Picture Day. They did not. One did not. Okay, well, from left to right then. That is running back, Masterpiece Theater. Quarterback, Teddy Graham.
Nice.
And a name that I borrowed from the one time I did cricket. That is not pictured. Defensive lineman, Haas Manatee.
Yes.
Haas Manatee was one of my favorite names that I camped for a cricket player. And I just was like, I can't get rid of this one. I went through the cricket spreadsheet, the cricket document I had, where I had all the rosters, all the names I came up with, and I'm like, I gotta pick some names from this to use because some of these are really fun. I think Bobby Gunt was used somewhere. Again from that, I'm looking at the ones that like were old ones from that. Jimmy Dean Sausage was actually a cricket name as well. But yeah, so guys, who you got for this one? Marmalade Shack or Burns and Crackle?
Ooh, it's tough. I mean, I like Burns and Crackle, but I got to go with the Say Hayes kid here. Kids,
What?
I should say. The Say Hayes kids.
The Say Hayes kids.
Well,
The answer is-
I'm actually gonna have to hop off, and I won't be able to enjoy this game with you guys tonight.
Oh,
but
okay.
before I go, I will say I think Marmalade Shack falls. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm.
Ooh.
I don't think I even said a word there at the end.
No, that's fine. I think Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma. Well, that's fine. They're written as Mesothelioma Law. Well, thank you for joining us, Slip. Appreciate it.
No problem.
It's always
Sorry,
a blast.
there's a huge ice storm coming in tomorrow, and I have to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, be safe then. I have no idea.
All right.
We're getting on Saturday, so.
Bye,
you be
everyone.
safe.
Enjoy the game.
All right. Well, there's your picks. OTT Hodge saying Marmalade Shack big. But of course, you know, Burns and Crackle, they may be the underdog, but they're going to do as best as they can. Same joke, new day.
They're in for a sticky situation.
They are. God, I remember. Why does the Marmalade Shack always have the best things? We have that one, like, if you're watching us on Hitbox and we're offline, that's stuck at what just plays when we're offline, and I don't care because it's still hilarious to me. Wars were fought, lives were lost.
They're the Say Hayes kids.
The Say Hayes kids. I still remember, like, back when we did baseball, the fact that you can make a marmalade out of anything, that's where the whole joke started. And I remember Fitz was like, oh yeah, some dude brought in like his arm and wanted to make a marmalade out of it. I'm like, oh, it could be Armalade, and it broke him. He did not get that right away, so I was like, there you go. Let's go down to the Muni then.
The Mew.
You are looking live at Municipal Field number 89 in downtown South Tucson, Arizona for the second half of this doubleheader. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. The away team in all white with black accents. They are 3-2, 2-0 in the BSB. They are receiving the ball right to left on your radio dial, taking on the Marmalade Shack in their traditional orange uniforms with white pants and white helmets. They are the home team here on KYST 89.3 FM, The Bone.
The Bone.
AM 1400, The Growler.
The Growler.
And of course, you can watch us simulcast on South Tucson Local Access channel number 22.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
It's been a while since I've heard of a TV station that uses their call letters as their actual name. There was CJet for a while, but that...
Wait, what?
There was CJet in Ottawa for a while.
Oh,
that
no,
was-
South Tucson doesn't do that. It's just Channel 22. Oh, man.
But that's also their call letters, isn't it?
Oh,
O-M-A-N?
sure, why not? Why not?
O-M-A-N.
It makes no sense to be an O, but why not? Oh, man.
It's South Tucson. Laws
It was
don't
almost
matter.
picked off by Avery Hudson. Hit him in that tough part, the hands, but it's 4th and 14. Teddy Graham going 3 and out for Burns and Crackle. Punt unit coming out. And the Marmalade Shack, despite their weak strength of schedule, have been winning some close ones. They have not won a game by more than 7 points.
Holding.
So we
And we
should
got a holding
expect
call.
a thriller.
What's that?
We should expect a thriller.
I would hope so. I mean, their only loss was by 3 to Hootenanny, so they've been in 5 close games all season. Burns and Crackle, I'm looking at theirs. You know, their last game was a blowout of the Mulch Hut, 31-7. They're not as much for them.
I think we just had a penalty declined.
Interesting. Well, again, it's a holding penalty. Marmalade Shack, quick pass up the middle. Joshua Canary, 12-yard catch. Up the center, and a first down now on the 43-yard line. That's a good first play from Jimmy Dean's Sausage. Do not let the colors fool you. The playbook of the Marmalade Shack, you guessed it, Texas.
Axis.
And you, of course, have to stylize it in all caps. It's Texas.
Texas.
I realize that if you flipped the order of these two teams in the scoreboard, it would say M. Shack Crackle, who, of course, is a M. Shack Crackle, passed away a couple of years ago. He was a beneficiary, loved football, donated a lot to South Tucson Youth Football, and we miss him. You can, of course, you can visit at all of the big small. He was a big fan of the Big Small Business Conference. It had had better years back when he was alive. But you can go to any Big Small Business municipal field and
Defense.
go on the Shack Crackle Walk, which of course is a nice historical walking tour around the stadium of M. Shack Crackle and how important he was to South Tucson.
Bronze statue outside of every Big Small Business Conference municipal field,
All
actually.
10 of them, yep. And Jimmy Dean Sausage from the 30, throwing it, almost picked off, not a receiver in sight. And he is very lucky that was not an interception. That might have been taken back for a touchdown.
Damn, butter hands on both sides of the fields.
But you'd think would help because marmalade is a sticky substance.
What's butter?
Oh, it's butter. Well, maybe it's just
It's butter marmalade. It's the world's first non-sticky marmalade.
They're making butter marmalade. I approve
Butter-
of the stickiness of it.
Butter and Teflon.
Sounds like a delicious combination. Zach Horn, 9 yards up the middle.
Yeah, but it goes right through you is the problem.
Ew.
I mean, you're only renting it, to be honest.
Oh, that's gross.
It's still
okay
better
with
than the
that.
pectin. It's way better than the pectin one.
Fair.
Pectin flavored marmalade.
Pectin. Jesus.
That may be my favorite part of the
It just tastes like sugar.
it's just rat bones.
It's what?
It's just rat bones.
It's just rat bones. That was a rejected tagline from Marmalade Shack. Marmalade Shack, it's just rat bones.
Oops, all rat bones.
It's just rat bones. You gotta say it with that kind of inflection.
I just want to point out that if you had the pectin flavored marmalade, bones.
You've eaten rat bones.
You eat the bones.
You ate the bones.
You ate the bones.
Because of you, I know how to make a KFC I ate the bones car in NASCAR. Or I will be making one.
Good. Although I do like the other option I gave, the number 2 nude legacy strip card and buffet.
Oh my god. Maybe next season.
DJ Trey count.
Let's try to get this one off the ground. I've gotta create 32 cars and whatnot. So, but I hope you guys will enjoy the NASCAR thing when it comes up. Also, I don't know if anyone goes to the wiki pages. I did a little bit of a revamp. I'm still working on it. I gotta make some edits to it, like the gallery with the links don't go anywhere right now. But did a little revamp of the 2 wiki pages, the IRM one and the HCL Kumite one. So, you know, that's
Looks pretty dapper.
I thought they looked pretty snazzy. I figured more images, more links via images. That gallery thing's gonna have like recent stuff, like I'm gonna put the South Tucson, whatever in there. Masterpiece Theater with the 8-yard catch. Still
Just
early.
enough.
That's a first down.
Big pile up at that line though. You gotta wonder if Masterpiece Theater is fielding these early runs.
No doubt. But
Well, this is
also gonna be Teddy Graham keeping it for 4 yards up the right side, 2nd and 6.
Good news for Theater though is that this is a night game right after a matinee, so he's well rested.
That's true. He is.
That's a loss of 7 yards.
Doesn't help when Teddy Graham keeps getting sacked.
No, not at all. Sack Teddy Grahams. Sounds delicious, but not in this case.
That's the dessert option at the Binging Texan.
It is. Still sack of Teddy Grahams.
Just a sack of Teddy
That,
Grahams.
of course, comes with its very own binge sauce.
It's
the same
milk-based
binge
binge
sauce.
sauce. It's milk binge sauce.
It's the same binge sauce.
They add some milk in it, man.
Okay, make it creamier. No, they add heavy cream. They don't add milk.
You can get half and half, but it comes with the ridicule.
Yeah, the half and half comes with extra ridicule. You can also opt for buttermilk.
That's Bellini's favorite beverage.
He likes buttermilk. I had buttermilk tonight.
You partaked in Bellini's favorite beverage? Buttermilk?
I did not drink the buttermilk, but I used it as a coating for chicken before I tossed it in some flour and seasonings.
Well, that's not celebrating Bellini Day.
I mean, I didn't drink the buttermilk, but I mean,
You-
it's
you-
inside of me.
Gotta partake, man.
I did, like, does that not count as partaking?
No!
Eating sausage sacked for a loss of 7 by Jesse Liston.
That's something you can get at the deluxe version of the Binging Texan. It's the high-class option. It's the same menu, but they serve it with fancier names. The Jimmy Dean sausage, sacked on the rocks.
And a big catch by Charlie Woodard, 29 yards.
Chalet Willard.
I just completely stumbled over that name, and it's not even a hard one to say. End of the
Maurice.
first quarter, and Marmalade Shack going to have good field position to start the second quarter. They're on the Burns and Crackle 30-yard line.
Some people call him the Space Cowboy. Some people call him Woodward.
And Sausage takes off running up the middle. 22 yards brought down at the 8.
That's gotta be really embarrassing for the defender to bite so hard on that handoff. Look at him go. Number 45 just takes down number 2 in the orange. And Jimmy Dean Sausage is the beneficiary.
And a flag on the play. First and goal. It's going to be a holding penalty on Zach Horn. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Still first down.
I don't know what
Marmalade
we should
Shack
do with
not happy with
this.
this one. First and
Should-
goal.
Do we drink on this one, or?
No, I don't think so. It's a holding penalty. First and
All
goal
right.
from the 18.
And it's on the offense, too. This is new territory.
Gain of 1 yard. That brings up second and goal. Holden is in at quarterback. Number 47 on the tackle. That's a gain of 1.
Third and goal, Marmalade Shack. Bryce Soul with the catch, but not really moving a lot. And it looks like Sausage will be back. He suffered some bruised ribs. You see there's a backup quarterback. And a lot of handoffs. And Zach Horn, 10 yards up the middle. 4th and goal, though. That holding penalty really doomed the Marmalade Shack from potentially getting a touchdown. They're going to settle for a field goal. It's going to look like it's about 23 yards. It's up. It's good. Marmalade Shack, the first on the board. 3:47 to go in the second quarter.
You know, sometimes first blood is all you need to really swing a game around.
That's true. Don't you know?
You
Flag
would've-
on the return.
You would have liked it in the first quarter,
Personal
but
foul. Face mask.
And everybody
Well,
gets a face mask.
hey,
Still first down.
so let's talk offenses if you have them.
Oh yeah, the offense too. I
Oh, it's
forgot about
there was taxes on.
Texas for Marmalade Shack, but yeah, Burns and Crackle now have the ball. We can actually talk about their offensive playbook. They are running the spread.
So they
Not much else to talk about, but they just spread it out like it's
so
breakfast.
so they play the spread. They're playing the field, yeah.
Yes, they are on the field. Yes.
So they win double on 2 and triple on 12.
Not sure we can talk about that, but yes, there will be some very excited people if they win by 5. Teddy Graham up the middle, 12-yard gain, first down for Burns and Crackle. He's rushed 5 times for a total of 18 yards so far. And it's nice to have that extra attack option from someone like Teddy Graham, someone very versatile who can throw it to nobody like he just did. Leo Jude breaking that one up, I think. Had some good coverage on what we think might have been the intended defender.
Well, let's be fair here. Teddy Graham is a great all-around quarterback, and he actually has his own recording deal at such a young age.
Does he really?
Yes, he has his own song, Teddy's Graham, and you may know the beat. It goes something along the lines of, Graham, oh Graham, oh Graham, win that game for me.
Oh my god. And he's going to
Teddy's-
dump it off to Masterpiece Theater for a 6-yard catch and a
Well,
first
what's-
down. Great link up there, Teddy Graham and Masterpiece Theater.
What's wrong with Teddy's Graham?
I don't know. What is wrong with Teddy Graham? That's the
What is wrong
follow-up
with
single.
Teddy's Graham?
That's the follow-up single. It's an R&B ballad.
Don't be cruel about Teddy's Graham.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
By the way, there's a Marmalade Shack player named Potts.
There it is.
For Marmalade is beautiful.
Caught in the end zone. Khalif Tatum on the run, gets the feet down. Impressive catch. Running a nice deep slant, had both defenders beaten. Over the shoulder grab, gets his feet in with ease, and Burns and Crackle have taken the lead.
Well, I just want to remind you that if your mesothelioma has caused you some deep slants, you can sue and be compensated. With the help of Burns and Crackle, mesothelioma.
Well, you know, never a bad time to try to find a client.
Hudson with the return. Pickup return 16 yards.
That's a great time, actually. It's a great showcase for them, too. They're up.
16 is in at quarterback.
His masterpiece's middle name, Mystery, Brian.
Yes, of
Good.
course it is.
Fastball's incomplete.
And incomplete pass by Sausage. He's 4 and 8
That makes it
after a
2nd
really strong first possession. See if they can get the offense going inside their own 30.
They've opted to pass a little more than they have to rush. Maybe they should just take the ball and run it up.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
I mean, when you got passes like that,
You're not wrong on that one. 3rd and 10. Sausage out of the shotgun, had 2 in the backfield with him. Throws it, almost picked off. Jeremiah Frank could not hang on to it, but may have just batted it to the ground to force the incompletion. And the punt unit comes out. Because if that was picked off all the way down there, that might have been better to get a punt. Matthew Lumpkin, 3-yard return for Burns and Crackle.
Nice. Oh heck, I think Nintendo just released the price on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh really?
With its Goofy Dog controller. It's $299.99.
Your dog controller.
Yeah, the Goofy Dog face controller. Have you not seen it?
I have.
The Goofy Dog face controller with the floppy ears? Who's a good little retarded looking boy?
Oh my god.
It's in the Discord again. Look, goofy little
I don't
stupid.
have the Discord up. Oh, there it is. Yep. Oh my god, it totally is.
It's a face only a gamer could love. By the way, speaking of awful looking things, both these teams have really bad pass play.
Yeah, not really looking good for either of these teams right now. 7-3 the total the score at the moment. Minute 42 to go in the second quarter. And this is unfortunate what happens when you feature teams with decent records that are not doing much.
That brings up 3rd and 12.
Well, you think you open up the run game, get an open field, and just take it down. Why not? Why you gotta be fancy with the forward pass? What did Heisman ever do to you, man? John Heisman only just introduced like half the game and the forward pass. You don't gotta deify him. It's just the god of football.
Alright. Deep ball caught by Tatum. That's his second touchdown, if I recall. Yes, it is. 92 yards total. That's a 30-yard grab for a touchdown. Burns and Crackle extend their lead now.
Well, way to make me eat my own foot. By the way, if you are able to eat your own foot due to your mesothelioma, you know, you can go and stew and be compensated with the help of Burns and Crackle.
Yes, of course, be sure to let everyone know if that's the case.
If that's the case, you are entitled to compensation.
Lawyers are ready to take you to court and give you the trial that you deserve, even the trial you don't deserve, because you're just lying. These lawyers just want something to do. They're very idle.
Hey, they are at the call 24/7. They are literally chained to the desk until they get a case.
Lawyers chained to the desk. There you go.
Chained to the desk. It's how you get them to work.
And Zach Horn takes off, running up the middle, 10 yards. First down, minute 12 to go in the first half. Approaching the 50-yard line. And Marmalade check if they want to get something off of this possession before the half. They better move. Sausage is going to have to throw it. He does. It's incomplete. Right into coverage.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
5 for 12 for 41 yards. This man, this boy, look what you did.
This child, yep. And listen, is the ball loose? No, it's not. It's a catch by Crispy Mathers. Just wasn't brought down immediately. 12 yards and a first down. Marmalade sack. I don't know what the hell happened.
I hope you can get that on the replay. he was wobbling, but he didn't fall over.
Amazing.
Middle name Weebles.
Christy Weebles Mathers. Crispy Mathers.
Crispy Weebles.
And Sausage is going to throw it right into coverage. Zach Horn with the catch for 4 yards because no movement after the play. Airing it out. Caught by Morgan Starks at the 20. It's a first down for Marmalade Shack, but they are still not quite as close as they'd like to be.
Well, I mean, it's rivalry week. Wouldn't want to go for a field goal anyways. Gotta go all the way, dude.
Yes, let's go all the way. Indeed.
You sound like you want to go all the way to bed.
I do sound like all the way, but I just got really tired all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. I think I overate for doing that's kind of what's happening right now. But
Well, slip left, and I'm incredibly boring.
you're able to lull. You've got like you should be doing smooth jazz at 3 a.m.
Where well, we're sitting here at the war table, and well, Bueller's drawn a king. There's a flag on the play.
Okay, so I gotta tell you something a little inside. So, if you have Steam and you have not downloaded the Four Kings Casino, which I know the New Legacy has done and streamed, you should. We have some fun with it. You can give them one of these, or perhaps one of these, etc., etc.
One of these.
Just trust me on that one.
It's very profitable. By the way, a holding penalty takes that touchdown back.
Wow, what in the world? Like, we are seeing holding penalties more than face masks. I don't get it.
Marmalade Shack, man, they are sticky people. They have rubbed it. The parents have rubbed it on their son's mouth.
And that was almost picked off. It's 3rd and goal. 6 seconds to go. Marmalade Shack gonna kick the field goal. This is a 32-yarder, and it's good. So another 3 points before the end of the half. What do you think, Kat? Please don't say any shit. What do you think, Kat?
See, you can't make it work. Like, Dusty will talk whenever it wants to.
I know.
Joe just claws and bores. You can't make your cat talk.
I know. I can't make him talk.
Cannot make him squawk or walk.
But he did just jump up. He did just jump up on my lap, like right where the microphone is. The halftime brought to you by Nissan. Test drive the all-new Laugh Finder. It comfortably seats 8. It uncomfortably falls asleep here and there on stream.
Resident sleeper.
I am the resident sleeper right now. And look at a cat like doing the microphone scenting thing.
May I do a Laugh Finder?
Would you like to?
Very quickly before you go to sponsor.
Please, I'm just gonna leave it up there. Go ahead.
This halftime brought to you by the Nissan Laugh Finder. Comfortably seats 8, uncomfortably celebrates the end of Obamacare, despite currently being on the ACA.
Nice, that's a good one. I like that. That was top page of Imager today. And of course, South Tucson is brought to you by some of our local sponsors, like Silent But Funny School of Mime. Be a mime, please.
Think outside the invisible box.
It actually says it on the ad. It says think outside the box.
Exactly.
Exactly. Silent But Funny School of Mime. You can learn all the mime tricks of mimery.
Number 26,
Like
return.
being inside the box. Escaping the invisible box. Climbing inside the box.
The invisible lasso.
The lasso, yes. And climbing the ladder.
The umbrella. The upside down umbrella.
And of course, door. That's an advanced class, though. Door is an advanced class. But,
That's your
you know,
thesis.
I will say that the education you get at Silent But Funny School of Mime, you will learn things that you can take into all aspects of your career, as long as that career is mimery.
Well, in South Tucson, it's either the mime school or Mesothelioma law.
Or contracting mesothelioma.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's good for a
hardly a career when you only live 20 years.
brings up 2nd and 9.
It's fair. Life expectancy in South Tucson is surprisingly low. Is unsurprisingly low. When you really think of all the things like that. All the kids are playing football, bashing their heads, taking hits like that. Holy hell! Morgan Starks just runs over 2 defenders. Good God, he ran over them like they were children because they were children.
But then he fell down immediately afterwards, so I have to wonder just how hard did he hit his helmet.
Very.
By the way, Jimmy Dean Sausage, 50% completion, officially making him at his best right now.
But is completion a negative stat? No, it's not.
It's really not.
It is absolutely not a negative stat. Hands it off. Zach Horn, enough to get the first down, but just stopped. Mesothelioma. Sorry, I didn't even get that right. So Joe Mo is still trying to figure out what mesothelioma is.
It's okay. So I want you to go down to the concession stand, get yourself a big cup of asbestos, and just inhale. And in about 5 years or so, you should know.
In about 5 years or so, you should know that you will have hallucinations about Mesopotamia. I don't know what they're reviewing upstairs, but something's getting reviewed, and all I can see is someone stepping out of bounds.
And ooh, maybe not.
They're gonna say the play stands. So it is 1st and 10 for the Marmalade Shack, still trying to find their first touchdown of this game. You know, a team that, you know, we're talked about as potentially being a top 10 team at 4-1.
It's starting to slip out of their hands, though.
Well, this is not going to make a good case for them, you know, when they're saying, hey, yeah, we're in the worst conference, but we're still winning games. I mean, again, when it kind of puts you up against the wall, you kind of have to run the table at this point. It's going to be a first down. Again, they gave it to Horn. 63 yards for Zach Horn. Big day so far on 11 carries.
Yes, in Japan, a wife would say to a husband that she wants to make miso soup for him every morning. In South Tucson, a wife says they want to make mesothelioma for their husband every morning. And you let them, and you get the money. Because you deserve compensation.
I just always, that's my favorite part of those commercials, like, you deserve compensation. I do? Okay. Hands it off to Tremaine Scruggs, in for the touchdown, the backup running back for the Marmalade Shack. Scruggs with the touchdown. It is now a 2-point game, and it looks like Marmalade Shack are going to go for the 2-point conversion. 14-12 right now. Can they tie it up?
If they do this, all bets are off. Although we've seen 2-point conversions not work out as the teams that try them hope for.
True. A lot of time with the ball. Sausage looking for a receiver up the middle. It is deflected. The 2-point conversion is no good.
Well, there's always a safety.
Number 26.
And with 2.5 to go in the third quarter, Burns and Crackle have a slender 2-point lead over the Marmalade Shack. Quick note that I don't know when we'll be streaming again with South Tucson. Probably not tomorrow night. Likely not Saturday night. Might not be till Monday afternoon for the rest of week 6. But hopefully I can get the highlights up quicker than the last one. The holidays and being sick and just not being able to write jokes.
Well, it was prom week.
Sure, it was prom week in South.
Which lasts 3 weeks.
It does. It's prom break. Woo!
Prom break, yeah.
But yeah, the third broadcast of week 6 will feature 2 big games. The Creamy Surprise, currently ranked number 6 in all of South Tucson, taking on Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse. And we got CTE, 4-1, ranked 5th overall, taking on the defending champions, unranked You Need a Clown. So that'll be the remaining 2 games. While we're at it, I want to go through the rankings. Oh, nice catch. And Jonathan Weddle with a 1-yard catch is just trucked.
I just want to point out the moment you started talking about stats and rankings, you woke up.
I did. I also sat up. That's what helped. I wasn't like lounging back in my chair.
It's lit, fam.
It is fam lit.
Accountancy. Lit.
But I want to go through the rankings. I was just doing that to try because I knew it would wake me up. I knew like just talking about something would help. just to go through the rankings and talk about, where some of these teams are currently sitting and what they did this week. Got Texas Roadhouse #1. They won on the road against Busted Rubber Auto Tire Repair, 19-17. Second ranked Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. They lost to Hacking Jeans Smokeless Tobacco Warehouse. Horse Pussy Saloon, as you heard earlier. Oh, what a diving catch! Big play by the Marmalade Shack. Bryce Sowell laying out for that catch. And Marmalade Shack are suddenly down on the 6 and looking to take the lead in this game.
He is the heart of this team. The heart and soul. I think that's the tail of the tape right there. Mesothelioma law firm only at 5 first downs this entire game, holding on to a bare minimum lead.
Yeah, they're not taking advantage of the fact that you're facing a team that's hot, a team that needs to win all these games, and you can play spoiler, but well, maybe not yet. Zach Horn brought down for a loss at 1. It's 3rd and goal. Maybe they can hold only a field goal and make this a 1-point game with basically the 4th quarter to play. Going back to the rankings, we mentioned that the Horse Pussy Saloon did get a win. Danish Lou's Chutney House lost. They lost to, where are they? To Go Fuck Yourself by a score of 24-17. CTE, the Crash Zone Trampoline Experience, will be playing in our next stream. As will #6, the Creamy Surprise. Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park at 7. They lost to Hoot Nannies, Country Western Daycare. Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty lost to Diddler's Family Restaurant as well. That was another, so #7 and 8 also lost. Binging Texan, we saw them. They got the win at #9. And Francois Creperie got a tight win against Happy Release Managers, 24-21. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 teams losing out of the top 10 in week 6 with 2 still to play.
You got to imagine they are going to drop all those teams just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think you can say the Horse Pussy Saloon is definitely going to be penciled in #2.
But how about that?
All depends on how Crash Zone Trampoline Experience play. If they play well enough, they could maybe surpass them, but I think Horse Pussy are a pretty safe bet at #2 in all South Tucson. It's going to bring an end to the 3rd quarter of play. It's a 1-point game. The Marmalade Shack 15, Burns and Crackle 14 as we enter the 4th quarter.
Well, that's great news. If you're a team in the bottom 5 and you're moving up, you got to think Francois Creperie is going to be somewhere around 6 or 7 at this point.
Yeah, I think that's definitely some truth to that.
When you're
Creperie will have to move up. Yeah, we see them moving up. The Binging Texans going to move up. I think those 2 teams are going to be rooting for the opponents of the Creamy Surprise and CTE. But again, it's still very early. It's only week 6. There's a lot of time for these rankings to get shuffled up. I mean, there were some teams looking from the outside. The Marmalade Shack were one of the teams. They're 4-1. Didn't find themselves on the top 10 list. Defense. So, maybe they can make a case for themselves this week.
That case is going to find at least 1 face mask. Gavin Potts.
Of course it is.
Gavin Potts.
Some really great names here.
Just a great plosive on Potts.
Yes. Buster Bergstrand. What a name.
Now listen, see, this is Bergstrand's team. See,
Fucking 20s gangster.
That is
with the 4-yard catch. They're gonna review it.
He's a crooked lawyer who also does cop stuff.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. He did not get a foot down. That might be incomplete, and there's gonna be some pressure due to increasing pressure of the Yakuza up in the booth. So unfortunately, that kid does not get his first catch of the game.
Well, if you don't see that referee ever again, you didn't see nothing.
Miracle Juggernaut with the tackle. 3rd and 10. And Marmalade Shack trying to hold on to this lead. Slender as it may be, it's 1 point. A single point. Teddy Graham going to take off running. No, stops and throws. Caught by Clark Wise for 33 yards. He's tackled just at the goal line. It's a 1st and goal, and the Marmalade Shack are going to have to put on a goal line stand, and this game just got really close. Burns and Crackle ready to take the lead.
If you check
Yet
the
again.
time, we've hit a whole-time high in tension here.
A what?
An all-time high in tension.
And Teddy Graham hangs on to it wide open, just steps into the end zone for the touchdown for Burns and Crackle. It's 20-15. You got to imagine they're going to go for 2.
Well, you'd hope. You'd hope Taxes Roadhouse would be helping them with their accounting on this one.
Yep, they are going to go for 2. And that's a very smart decision. It's the obvious decision when you're up by 5.
Well, I mean, unless they
And
want to
it's caught. Neil Wall with the catch. So it's a 7-point game. Marmalade Shack down a touchdown. 22-15. And 4:09 to go in the game.
Number 26, back to return.
Interesting to do dual bent routes here, just 2 flat and forward.
Right? And Avery Hudson going to return that one for 12 yards. Take a look at the offense, and you can see, look at that. All that yardage by the Marmalade Shack. 247 total yards to 160 for Burns and Crackle. Yet what matters is the scoreline. Marmalade Shack down a touchdown. Jimmy Dean's Sausage out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off to Horn.
Who was injured, actually, in the 3rd quarter, came back.
He'll get 3. And I think it's kind of important early on in this quarter to give him a couple of carries, get him back to his regular stumbling ways.
Get him to optimal stickiness.
Oh, he's not stumbling this time, but he sure is sticky. That didn't sound good. 1st down for Zach Horn, zigging and zagging.
You can hear his feet ripping up grass as
It's
he goes
got the
along.
movie theater floor sound, which is amazing since we're on grass, as you pointed out.
To be fair, with so many munis, I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't paint grass onto this.
Painted concrete.
Number 88, the intended receiver on the
Oh, I just
This
didn't
is
tell the
NFL
kids which
street.
one.
2nd and 10.
They got no feeling in their feet anyways.
Right. Well, they're not Shoeless Jim's teams, but whatever. That's a
Man, all
catch
the-
by
all the-
Horn, 3 yards, 3rd and 7.
All these kids got something wrong with them. It's just nature.
3rd and 7.
3:13 and counting. Marmalade Shack using a lot of this clock. I guess they just want to see. Oh, breaks the tackle. Joshua Canary, 18 yards. Caught it right before the 1st down marker. Turned, lost his defender. Great blocking as well, and got 18 yards down to the 31. And with 3:06 to go, all 3 of their timeouts. Still a lot of game to be played. Marmalade Shack trying to stay in it, but you got to feel like after all this time with the ball and all this long drive, they need to get in the end zone. They need a touchdown. Went sideways. Canary with a 5-yard catch got out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It would be deflating. It would be like opening up your pectin-flavored marmalade and realizing you ate the bone.
How would you have just opened it up and suddenly you've already ate the bones?
Horn with the carry.
Man, pectin gets inside you.
Gain of 2
Ew.
yards. 3rd down.
Through your mouth, you ass.
So in other words, what you're telling me is if I ever meet someone whose nickname is Pectin, I should avoid them at all costs?
Yeah, you'll end up in a jar, dude.
After someone's been inside me, especially through my mouth.
Especially through your mouth.
Especially Andre Tatum.
Look out
Big
for that
catch,
kid, too.
17 yards, his first of the game. And Marmalade Shack inside the 10. Let's see if they spot on the 8 or the 9. I couldn't really tell where the tackle was made. Give it to him on the 8.
That's Andre Tatum. With the A in the middle. Rhymes with Bay.
No,
It's
sorry,
lit, fam.
Andre.
It's lit, fam. Bay.
No gain.
It is in fact
That
famlet.
brings up 2nd and goal.
And 2nd and goal from the 7. No real movement on that first play. From inside
What
the
if-
10. Sausage.
What if
hands it off.
WWE was still having their restaurant in New York? Mauro Ranallo's dish would be the lit fambay.
He's annoyed.
I'm doing shows at the House of Guffaws now.
I can imagine you doing a Mauro Ranallo impression.
I'm the warm-up for Gallagher.
Nice. And Canary in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Marmalade Shack. With the extra point pending, it is a tie game.
Well, Mamma Mia, Papa Pia, baby's got the diarrhea. Lit, fam.
There are a lot of people who should not be saying lit, fam. A lot of them watch video game soccer 4 times a year. But Mauro Ranallo is also one of them. And we got a tie game with a minute 29 to go. Can Burns and Crackle manage this clock properly? The answer to that is probably not. Can they take the lead? Can they get into field goal position and create a bit of an upset? Khalif Tatum to 18 yards, gonna start things off.
Good field position here would help their cause.
Yep, well, they start from the 35, which is not the worst places in the world, but it still is a bit of a long field. 65 yards to go. Buster Bergstrand with the 10-yard catch and the first down.
Yeah, Shay, this is the game plan, Shay, yeah.
Now up to the 45-yard line.
You get 10, Shay, make the clock run, Shay, yeah.
And they're going to air it out, and it's caught. Tristan Spurlock. Great name. He's the big boy wide receiver.
No shit, Spurlock.
No shit, Spurlock. And
he hates that, but the Bully Factory just...
Oh my god, it's so great though. I don't really condone the Bully Factory, but that's a good one. Oh, and Spurlock just gets leveled in this, just gets basically clotheslined in the stomach. Gets an 8-yard catch after that though. They are inside the red zone.
Who is that tackler? I think I know who it is.
Who was it?
Number 37. We'll see if they give us the...
They
give us it.
No.
I'm pretty sure that was a Bully Factory product out of there.
Nice.
But well before the expansion, the Bully Factory did have a lot of its defensive players gutted.
That's true, they kind of had to, mainly because Ralph Marshall was concerned some of the attention was taken off of his son. And 18 seconds to go. They're going to hand it off. It's a touchdown. Masterpiece Theater runs it in.
Take the 7 and get out.
16 seconds to go.
Take
Burns
the
and
7.
Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm may have just scored the winning touchdown.
Take the 7 and get out.
For real, they're going to kick the extra point.
No, I can't do a good Burgess Meredith. I'm sorry. Like, it's really late, and I don't want to wait.
That's fair. And 16 seconds to go. There's the return. It's not a bad one. Avery Hudson, 22 yards up to about the 40-yard line. But Marmalade Shack have 12 seconds to go.
In essence, they have 3 chances here.
They do. They really do. They can get 3 passes off. And they go short. Oh, and it's tackled, but they have a timeout. They use their first timeout, 9 seconds. 4-yard passes are not what you need at this moment. 9 seconds to go. You need a touchdown. You're over 60 yards away. Sausage waiting, gonna air. No, he goes for the short route. And that's gonna bring an end to the game. They go out with a whimper. The Marmalade Shack fall to 4-2. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm 4-2, 3-0 in the BSB. And that's maybe putting them in position to run the table. You know, look at those games. They've got 2 games against teams that are 1-5 right now. They don't have a tough schedule ahead of them, Burns and Crackle.
Burns and Crackle worked it, and they deserve this compensation.
They did. They were owed this money. But they got a tough game away to Extreme Dentistry in Week 7. Marmalade Shack have a home game against Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items. That's going to be it for us. Thank you, Roll, for trying to keep me awake. Thank you, Slip, for joining us for a little bit. Thank you all for joining us. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks again for that. I always love our YouTube folks. They I think a lot of them can't watch live because of time zone stuff. So they watch on YouTube, and I'm super appreciative of that. I get some great comments. I try to respond to when I can, but believe me, I do read them all. Very sad showing by the Marmalade Shack. The Paul Fine Quad show is next. He'll be taking calls, oddly enough, about the Alabama-Clemson game, despite the fact that he has said, please do not call me about that. But he gets calls anyway, because that's how it works when you're in sports radio, especially in college sports radio. Anyway,
You gotta take the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, I guess the burning questions, they are burning and crackling, and you need a lawyer to get you compensation for these questions. Our last stream for week 6 will feature the Creamy Surprise and Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse in the Gluttony League, and out of the CSC, the Child Services Conference, Crash Zone Trampoline Experience, and You Need a Clown. That's going to be it for us today. Thank you for joining us. These will be, this and yesterday's stream will be up on YouTube.
Sorry, just R. Kelly just had a tweet. Despite the rumors circulating online, R. Kelly will not be performing at this year's inauguration ceremony. Any reports otherwise are simply untrue. And if you understand that joke, you've gone back all the way to early Chappelle Show.
Yes! Drip, drip, drip.
This is what I do. I pee on you.
Let me give some poo-poo. I'm going to give you some pee-pee. I love the remix. The remix was so great. You know, when you think back to the first episode of Chappelle's Show, that show might have peaked in its first episode.
It was good.
Because the first episode also had Clayton Bigsby, which is potentially a best ever Chappelle Show sketch.
You start hot. Dude.
Oh, now New Legacy is auto-hosting us. God damn it.
Thanks
Slip.
a
lot, guys.
Thanks, Slip. You want to go for another 2 hours?
Thanks, Slip. Appreciate it. Well, if you're watching this because you are in the New Legacy channel, because you're just kind of hanging out there, hi. I don't think that's anyone, but
what?
You know what?
Does this make me internet famous?
Yes. They're gonna be like, what the hell? Just I don't even know if anyone's in the channel anymore. They used to be where people would just hang out in that channel. They are hosting us. There is no one in their chat.
Good. But okay. I can say that I was on a New Legacy stream now, technically.
You are currently on one, yes. Well, thank you for the thank you anyway, guys. And if that's a joke that, you know, we're finishing up and you're hosting us now, then very funny. That's it for us. Thank you again to Roll. Thank you to Slip. Paul Fine Quad show is next. Until then, good night from South Tucson. Play the music.